Hello, I'm your friend Teacher Sam. Today, we're going to tackle a unique and effective method of expanding your English vocabulary through news broadcasts. Yes, you heard it right. News broadcasts are not just for keeping up with world events, they're also a fantastic resource for language learning. Together, we will discover how you can use these broadcasts to learn new words, understand their context, and improve your English skills. This is an exciting journey we're embarking on together, improving our language skills while staying informed. You might be wondering, why news broadcasts? Well, there's a simple answer to that. News broadcasts provide an excellent platform for language learning. They offer a wide variety of topics, from politics and economics to culture and sports. This diversity not only keeps your learning engaging, but also exposes you to a broad range of vocabulary. Moreover, news broadcasts use language as it is spoken in the real world, not the textbook version. You get to hear phrases, idioms, and expressions used in their natural context, which enhances your understanding and fluency. Last but not least, news broadcasts are updated regularly, often daily. This frequent turnover of content keeps your language learning fresh and topical. You're not just learning English, you're staying connected with the world while doing so. In essence, news broadcasts are a gem for language learners, offering fresh, relevant, and diverse content. So, how do you get started? Well, let's break it down into simple steps. First, you need to choose a news source. Pick one that suits your interests and language proficiency level. It could be a local news channel, an international broadcaster, or an online news portal. Just ensure it's a reliable source that uses standard English. Next, set a regular schedule. As the saying goes, consistency is the mother of mastery. Decide on a specific time each day to tune into your chosen news broadcast. It could be during breakfast, after dinner, or any time that works best for you. Finally, create a conducive learning environment. Find a quiet space where you can focus without any distractions. Keep a notebook and a dictionary at hand to jot down new words and look up their meanings. Remember, consistency is key. Make it a habit and you'll see progress. This is the starting point of your journey to improving your English vocabulary with news broadcasts. Listening to news broadcasts isn't a passive activity. So let's dive into the concept of active listening. Picture this. You're settled in your favorite chair, a cup of tea in hand, and the news is playing. You're not just sipping your tea and letting the words wash over you. No, you're on a mission. Your ears are tuned in, your mind is alert, and you're ready to grasp every new word and phrase that comes your way. Active listening is like being a detective. You're listening for clues, new words and phrases that you don't understand. And when you hear them, you're not just letting them slip by. You're noting them down, ready to investigate their meanings later. You're trying to understand the context in which they're used, to decode their meaning from the situation. Active listening means you're not just hearing, you're comprehending. You're making connections, you're learning. You're transforming every news broadcast into a dynamic, interactive English lesson. And here's the secret. The more you practice active listening, the better you get at it. Each time you tune into a news broadcast, you're honing your skills, becoming a better listener, and expanding your English vocabulary. You're turning a simple daily routine into an opportunity for growth. So remember, when you're listening to a news broadcast, don't just listen, engage. Be curious, be active, because active listening is a powerful tool. It turns a simple news broadcast into a dynamic learning experience. Now you've listened, you've noted down new words. What next? You may ask. Well, the next step is crucial. Reviewing and using new vocabulary. The words you've noted down are only the beginning of your journey into expanding your English vocabulary. Let's start by looking up unfamiliar words. Yes, you heard that right. Don't just jot them down and forget about them. Make it a habit to look them up in a dictionary. Understand their meanings, their synonyms, and their antonyms. This will not only broaden your English vocabulary, but also deepen your understanding of the language. Next, practice these words in sentences. It's one thing to know the meaning of a word, but it's another to know how to use it correctly in a sentence. So create your own sentences using these new words. This exercise will help you understand the context in which these words are used and will also improve your sentence construction skills. Lastly, revisit these words regularly. Repetition is the key to memory. The more you use these words, the better you'll remember them. Try to use these words in your daily conversations or perhaps write a short story using as many new words as you can. Remember, the goal is not just to learn new words, but to use them so often that they become a part of your regular vocabulary. Reviewing and using new vocabulary is what truly cements it in your memory. So, keep practicing and you'll see the improvement in no time. We've covered quite a bit today, haven't we? And so, as we draw this session to a close, let's take a moment to revisit the key points we've discussed. Firstly, we've established the immense value of news broadcasts as a tool for vocabulary enhancement. They offer a rich, diverse, and constantly updated source of language in use, reflecting the world as it moves and evolves. They're not just about words, but context, culture, and current events. Secondly, we've walked through the steps to get started. Remember, it's not about diving in head first, but easing in gently, starting with less complex broadcasts and gradually working your way up. And don't forget to keep a journal handy to jot down new words and phrases. Next, we explored the concept of active listening. It's not just about hearing words, but truly understanding them, their meaning, their pronunciation, their usage. It's about engaging with the broadcast, questioning, analyzing, and digging deeper. And finally, we stressed the importance of review. Learning is a continuous process, and reviewing helps to cement new vocabulary in your memory. Revisit those journal entries, practice using new words in sentences, and don't shy away from revising old entries. Improving your vocabulary with news broadcasts is not only effective but also enjoyable. You're learning and growing with the world around you. Keep listening, keep learning,